Shalom, giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wacha, Chodash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, your hopeful elect that puts the truth with all truth and sincerity, risking your lives and freedoms on the highways and the hedges to do so, making your bodies a living sacrifice. Shalom, Brakatham, and Abad Babal. This is your brother Zakar, coming back with another video. This will be a quick rundown on the meaning of the eye of the needle. All right, so I'm gonna start with the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 23 and verse 24. Okay, then we'll get some understanding of what it means for an eye of the needle. Then said Yahweh Shai, Matthew chapter 19 verse 23. Then said Yahweh Shai unto his disciples, verily I say unto you. All right, and the disciple goes into what discipline? Verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, so he's speaking in a parable. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. All right, he used what? A camel, the description of a camel, to explain how hard it is for a rich man, a man that has received the consolation of this world. We go to the book of Luke 6 and verse 24. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. In the book of Luke chapter 6, grabbing my other phone. Let's see. Grab it here. Luke chapter 6 and verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. All right, and that word consolation just means the comforts. All right, when you look it up. Okay, so they have what? Instead of them, going through hardship and things like that, like a lot of these jakes, a lot of these rich jakes, like your Michael Jordans, LeBron James, and your Jay-Z's, all of that, they are living well off. Okay, so back to the book of Matthew chapter 19 in verse 23. Then said Yahweh to the disciple, verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter to the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so Yahweh Shai used a metaphor using a camel, man. When this right here, this gate that you see, this is the gate to what? Jerusalem. This is that eye of the needle. All right, so Yahweh Shai was saying that it's easier to kneel down a camel, take the bags off, and a camel is a stubborn animal, all right, which I will grab and show in a second. But a camel is a stubborn animal, so to get that camel to kneel down and to take the bags off and and put it through this narrow gate, it was easier than for a rich man, all right, who is living lavishly to enter to the kingdom of heaven, all right, which one is the kingdom of heaven, which would be on earth. All right, as it says in the book of Matthew chapter 6, as it is in heaven. All right, so this is the eye of the needle. This is just a picture to give an idea. All right, see what else he got on here. Well, let's go to another one. Let's see. It say right here, just on Google and Wikipedia, the term eye of a needle is used as a metaphor for a very narrow opening. It occurs several times throughout the Talmud. The New Testament quotes Yahweh Shai as saying in Luke 18 and 25 that it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so it's not actually talking about a needle like what you see here, but a gate. All right, a gate in Jerusalem. Once again, it was easier to kneel down a camel, take the bags off its the back. And a camel, once again, is a very stubborn animal. Let's see. Matter of fact, camel. Let's play around with it. All right, let's see what we get. It said, yes, camels can be stubborn, especially when asked to stop or sit down. All right, they also, right here, yes, camels can be stubborn, especially when they ask it to stop or sit down. They may also be bad-tempered, smelly, and don't like being ridden. When annoyed, camels may spit, kick, or huff so sharply that they expel spit. All right? So when you try to make a camel go through this narrow passage, it was easier to get this stubborn animal to go through the narrow way than for a rich man to. All right? Which you understand that narrow way is the truth. Only one man can walk at a time. That's why you have to be chosen, called and chosen. All right? You can't force the course of the river. You can't make someone a man of the Lord. You can't make someone be on the way of following Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. This is the book. All right, because you have to be called and chosen. Let's grab this. Let me grab this. Bear with me 1 second. All right, and once again, this is a quick rundown on just get some understanding of what it is about the camel. This is the book of John, chapter 15, and verse 16. So like this other device is the phone is very slow. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. John chapter 15, verse 16. Bear with me, Akim. John 15, verse 16, it reads, "You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you." All right? You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and your fruit should remain. All right? Your works. All right? Your works, man. Let's continue on. That your fruit should remain, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. When we call, when we pray. All right? That is a man that is on the narrow way, that's in this narrow passage. Okay? And this is in red, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. All right? Grab one more. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. "Enter you in at the straight gate." That's that narrow way. "For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction, and many there be which go in thereat." Many there be go in thereat, because straight is the gate. Salakia. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. That few goes into what? That remnant. Isaiah 10 and 20. All right, the elect, man, the 1/3, all right, and the 2/3, which we understand will not be what? Hearkening. All right, Zechariah 13. All right, there's plenty of scriptures that goes into the elect. Okay, but enter you in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go in thereat. All right, they go on their own way. All right, they follow all types of wayward doctrine. They say what? Seeking teachers that have itching ears. All right, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and there be few that find it. All right, so ultimately you have to be chosen. Ephesians 1 and verse 4 on down. All right, Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5, where he told Jeremiah, "I knew you." All right, and which you understand what's written aforetime was written for our learning. So that applies to the believers today. The ones that are on the highways and the hedges, the ones that are preaching, the ones that are prophesying, the ones that are telling what is coming, the ones that are telling the correct doctrine. All right. So once again, that camel, it was the eye of the needle, Matthew 19, verse 24. That is speaking about it was easier to kneel down a stubborn camel with, take the baggage off and get it through this gate, the Jerusalem gate, than it was for a rich man to be on a narrow path, meaning for a rich man to follow the ways of Yahweh Hashem Al Shai, for a rich man to denounce this world, for a rich man to go against the world, because he enjoying it. He receives consolation. He's in his comfort. All right, which we see a lot of Jakes doing today. It says, so yes, camels can be stubborn, especially when asked to stoop or sit down. They may also be bad-tempered, smelling, don't like being ridden. When annoyed, camels may spit, kick, or huff so sharply that they expel spit. All right? So that's what Yahushua was saying, man. He was using a camel, how, once again, how it could be easier to kneel down a camel, which is stubborn, and bring it through a gate, a Jerusalem gate, than it is for a rich man to follow the ways of Yahweh or Yahushua. So with that, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Honors be to the elders of the nation of Israel that teach and do rule well. Shalom to you, Akim, that puts your truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom, Brakatham, and above all.